players.
It was the environment she created. I was belittled, humiliated, made to feel extremely small.
Head coach since 2013. Last year, 5 of her players reportedly transferred to different programs. And this year, a reported 10 of the team's 12 players aren't planning on coming back.
Just because you are a great player doesn't make you a great coach.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Sheryl Swoopes and her totally nonsensical takes on Caitlin Clark. And let's just peel back the curtain. Her blatant hate towards Caitlin Clark. Unfortunately for Sheryl Swoopes, she went after Caitlin Clark a few too many times for some people's liking, and they have decided to repost a video about the scandal, a very public scandal that she had back in 2008 involving Loyola University around Chicago. And when you see one of the, I guess, alleged accusers in this video, you're going to be like, wait a minute. Is there something more sinister to the hate that Sheryl Swoopes has got going on? She was accused of mistreatment of her players. 10 out of 12 players accused her, by the way. And it was a full-blown scandal. And it's got a lot of people asking a lot of questions because she's out there and she's saying very nonsensical. She's saying things that are flat false about Caitlin Clark. Now, she did give a take that I think is just absurd about Angel Reese, why she should win the Rookie of the Year versus Caitlin Clark. It doesn't make any sense. She claims that Caitlin Clark was drafted to a better team than Angel Reese was. Well, didn't the Indiana Fever have the #1 overall pick? Weren't they the worst team in the league? It makes absolutely no sense. And then you'll watch this video that was from a story on Good Morning America, and you'll be like, is there something, and I'm just going to keep it real, is race an issue with Sheryl Swoopes? How about that? Well, I think it's time to raise the question. Is she just like some of these current WNBA players that we can tell blatantly do not like Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark is straight and white? There. It's said again. Caitlin Clark fans are not taking WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes' polarizing comments about the Indiana Fever star sitting down. Swoopes recently drew the ire of Clark fans with her rather questionable take on the WNBA Rookie of the Year race. The Hall of Famer claimed that the Fever could make the playoffs without Caitlin Clark, which Swoopes believed wasn't the case with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. It goes on to talk about the fact that Clark fans are not happy with Swoopes, and they express their frustrations on X, with most of them calling the legend a straight hater. Well, there's other strangeness in this, okay? And I don't really quite understand it. Let me scroll down so if I can seem like I can find it right here. This is very strange because she claims that Caitlin Clark was taking 40 shots a game in college and averaged 19 points. And Gilbert Arenas, he doesn't fact-check her at all. And he should have, because that's just blatant bullshit. It's not factually accurate. It's not true. It's not statistically accurate. But I guess Sheryl Swoopes is just going to go on platforms and say whatever she wants, whether it's true or not.
Teams that... To answer that question, Caitlin Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game.
Carry on.
I know you like that.
Yeah.
I said that because when she comes to the league, regardless of what team she goes to that has vets on that team, she probably ain't going to get 40 shots a game.
Well, y'all don't get the teams.
Okay, so that was before. All right, talking about Caitlin Clark. Now, she wasn't taking 40 shots a game. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's all there is to it. And, yeah, Christy Sides needs to do a better job of getting her more shots a game. No doubt about it. Nobody going to dispute that. So, that led a lot of people to just wonder what is really going on with Sheryl Swoopes and these randomly nonsensical takes. So that leads us over to this video right here. This is Good Morning America, and it was from 2008. And, man, nobody's brought this up. And we're going to get to a young lady that's in this video. And I'm like, pale skin, white brunette? What are we doing here exactly?
Loyola University basketball coach Sheryl Swoopes. She's under investigation, accused of mistreating players. One of them is speaking out this morning, telling us why she wanted to transfer. ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with the details. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Lara. Sheryl Swoopes was the first woman to ever sign with the WNBA. But this morning, the college coach is not only under fire, but under investigation after reports that the majority of her roster has decided to leave.
Another long three-pointer. Oh. She got it! Are you kidding me?
Hall of Fame player
Sheryl Swoopes, 6 foot, 145. Boy, she can do it all.
Turned Loyola College basketball coach Sheryl Swoopes is being investigated this morning amid allegations that she mistreated players.
It was the environment she created. I was belittled, humiliated, made to feel extremely small.
Head coach since 2013, last year 5 of her players reportedly transferred to different programs. And this year, a reported 10 of the team's 12 players aren't planning on coming back.
Just because you are a great player doesn't make you a great coach.
Former Loyola basketball player Kate Sohn says Swoopes caused the players to live in fear, that she routinely threatened that they would lose their scholarships or she would cut them from the team.
It made it hard to play. It wasn't about working hard and having fun anymore. It was about surviving.
The university is now launching an investigation into the women's basketball program, telling ABC News anytime there are allegations of student-athlete mistreatment, it is more than concerning. The welfare of our student athletes is paramount. Coach Swoopes is aware of and will fully cooperate with the investigation. The allegations come just after the 6-time WNBA All-Star was inducted into the National Basketball Hall of Fame.
You know, things weren't always the best, things weren't always easy, but I always found a way to come out on top.
Sohn says there was such a hostile environment, players were turning on each other, and the mistrust was throughout the entire athletic department. We did reach out to Coach Swoopes. She declined to comment.
Loyola.
Okay. It should be pointed out here, by the way, that in case you're wondering, Sheryl Swoopes is woke as hell. Okay. Standard operating procedure, activist, WNBA, yada, yada, yada. But I just saw the white girl, which I was pointing at in the video, and I was like, interesting. I mean, why is there so much similarity between that young lady and Caitlin Clark? It's kind of weird. Sheryl Swoopes is a habitual offender of telling lies about and hating Caitlin Clark. I mean, seriously, I don't know what's going on. Black washed up racist. Get lost. I think a lot of people are feeling like there's some kind of, and this person called them out when they posted the video, gatekeeping. Now, she said 2008, but in the video they brought up 2013 and I think 2016 I saw in the video. But nonetheless, is it really about Caitlin Clark's skill level or is it about something else? You know, Asia Wilson brought up the fact that Caitlin Clark's popularity is, you know, an issue because it is a black and white thing. I mean, Sheryl Swoopes came along in a time when the WNBA started and the WNBA actually got good ratings back then. Sort of. I mean, back then, everything got bigger ratings than they do now because there's a lot more choices now. So it's not really apples to apples, apples and oranges or whatever. You get my point. It's more apples and oranges. Anyway, point is, why the hate on Caitlin Clark? Why just going on shows blatantly saying things that aren't true? And again, I mean, if you notice a pattern between all these people that are pulling for Angel Reese and the ones that have actually watched the games that Caitlin Clark has played in, I think it tells you a lot of what you need to know about the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese debate. Monica McNutt, Sheryl Swoopes, Dawn Staley. Okay. I mean, you can figure it out. Let's put it this way. I bet none of those three are voting for Trump. Let's put it like that. But I bet they love some Kamala Harris. Just pointing that out, too. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.